Quanto Cafe 254. I'm bringing you the best. Tough jam. So we continue with parking. Hizi crips zinakaaje? How they looking? How did they look? How did they look, man? How did they look? Hapa ni Elythechef kwa Top Cafe 254. Ukipenda nazanita Manches Killer. back some crips. Tuko 9 minutes in. 9 minutes in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Leo itakuwa interesting kidogo. Leo niko na niko na stories to tell. Niko na some stories to tell. Nakwambia kufanya hizi vitu si So, story number one. There was a man who believed his life will start one day. A man who believed his life will start one day. Not today, not tomorrow, one day. No. While waiting, he watched others build. While waiting, alicheki tu watu wakibuild. When people build, fail, and try again. So yeah, alicheki watu wakibuild, wakifail, wakitry again. He waited for confidence. Ye kwa akili anajiambia nini? He's waiting for confidence. Again, confidence. He waited for money, akangoja cash. He waited for the right moment. Alingoja 2026 ifike. At 2026 ikifika, hiyo ndio mwaka nomo. Hiyo ndio mwaka nomo kamen. So one day he realized something quite painful. What did he realize? That the time was moving even though he was not. So what is time? Time maybe in age. He was growing older. Or maybe he was growing weak. Time was moving even though he was not. So he had progressed maisha, lakini maisha inasonga. So he started doing small work. Nothing impressive. Akaanza tu kufanya kazi ndogo ndogo tu. Nothing impressive, nothing loud. Just work that could be done today. So I think that's inamaanisha kitu tu ka regular work that could be done today. Years later, people asked when his journey began. He smiled and they said, when I stopped waiting. So he began. Years later, people asked when his journey began. He smiled and said, when I stopped waiting. Moral of the story: just start doing it. Kawe ni boy, anza tu. Kawe ni dem, anza tu. Kawe ni mama, anza tu. That's story number 1. Nirudie. There was a man who believed his life will start one day. Not today, not tomorrow, one day. While waiting, he watched others build, fail, and try again. He waited for confidence, he waited for man, he waited for the right moment. One day, he realized something quite painful. Time was moving even though he was not. So he started doing small work. As in the Uganda, nothing impressive, nothing loud. Small work nekari. Just work that could be done today. Years later, people asked when his journey began. He smiled and said, when I stopped waiting. Boy, these stories zangu zinaboa. Check, tupe like, give us a like. Give us a like. Tuko 14 minutes in. Na nimeshawapigia story ingine genji. Minutes in, nimeshawapigia story ingine genji. People should stop procrastinating. People should stop waiting. Stop procrastination. Stop waiting. Just do. Fanya tu. Haimata. Hizi kriba zangu zinakaje? How do my crips look like? Do they look sweet? Do they look sour? Na niko na interesting story. Hadi niko na horror stories leo. Today mimi nabonga tu stories. Niliona sina conversation. So what did I do? Nikatafuta tu some stories. Like story number 2. Story number 2 for you 2 viewers mnani watch or more. So in the year 3062. In the year 3062. Najua mimi napenda. In the year 3062. A person packing crips with the name Elythechef Irl. So in the year 3062, yani kama 1000 years from now. Talking slowly, sometimes silent. Just marinating these crips. At first they thought it was meaningless. So some people who are watching might think it is meaningless. Then they listen close. Wakasikiza tu clearly. person spoke about effort, about patience, about building without applause. The historians realized something strange. Now can realize something strange? Hey, what did the historians realize? Let me see. This wasn't entertainment, actually. You know, I'm not doing entertainment, but this wasn't entertainment, it was evidence. Proof that humans once valued process more than praise. They achieved the video as they archived the video as early signs of quiet discipline. History in a chart, history in a chart. But in the year, acha nirudie, for the new followers, acha nirudie. In the year 3062, labda ni, so in the year, acha tuirudishe tu nyuma, in the year 2055, so nkituka 25 years from now, that historians found an old video, a person packing crips, talking slowly, sometimes silent. At first they thought it was meaningless. Then they listened closely. The person spoke about effort, about patience, about breathing without applause. The historians, sasa nani watajenzi ndo watakuwa historians, ni watoto wenu, Gen Alpha ndo watakuwa historians. This wasn't entertainment, it was evidence. Proof that humans once valued process more than praise. So hapa mi siitishi praise, mi siitishi kuomoka. Ni one day, this will be proof that once humans valued process more than praise. Humans value process more than praise. Labda si Kenya watu. Uliza ule not Kenya man. But it's interesting. So story 1 mlielewa? Story 1 ilikuwa interesting. Ilikuwa inasema there was a man who believed his life would start one day. Not today, not tomorrow, one day. So, not today, not tomorrow, one day. Just start. Kako hiyo description mwambia just start. Hatujui kwenye tutakuwa in the year that 62. Historians found in the year 1962, historians found a whole video, a person packing crips, talking slowly, sometimes silent. At first, they thought it was meaningless. Then they listened closely. The person spoke about effort, about patience, about building without applause. The historians realized something strange. This wasn't entertainment. Check board, lebo yangu ni positive entertainment. That's how it was. Check, it was evidence. Evidence of what? Proof that humans once valued process more than praise. Chukua page, go to some. So pay like, man. Give us a like. Ukipita kama kawa kani thumbnail imefanya upopin, pia tupe hiyo like. Kama umeamua utaka tu hapa na sisi, tupe hiyo like. Sema hi. Pandishie subscription kidogo hivi. Give us a like. Pandishie subscription. Na niko na story interesting today. Today ni stories from simple wadi horror stories. Yeah. Spoke English too much, but for good too. So story number 3. Na kama unataka kujua kuhusu crips inahitaji nini? Ni potatoes, kupack, inahitaji some papers. So inahitaji weighing scale ya kuweigh, then nahitaji kitu kaa kando hivi. Tuendelee story number 3 So say hi. Sema hi, piga like. Story number 3 ni simple. Story number 3 is the city that never slept but forgot to think. The city that never slept but forgot to think. So there was a city where everybody was busy. Everyone. Screens everywhere. Notifications every second. Yana bongeleka Nairo. Lakini all cities. City where everybody was busy, screens everywhere, notifications every second. People worked fast, people talked fast, and scrolled fast. Hey, but no one remembered where they started. One day, the power went out. No screens, no noise. People sat outside and talked. They laughed. They shared food. When power returned, some chose not to plug back in full. They kept 1 hour a day just to think. The hour changed the city forever. Fuck, that's a very, very boring story. That's a boring story. Let's change story card. Very, very boring. Like one of the most boring stories. Hata siwezi. Moral of the story: don't create a story like that. So I think there was a scene where everybody was busy, everywhere, notifications every second, people worked fast, people talked fast, and scrolled fast. Chanieke tumeadvantage fast. But no one remembered where they started. One day, the power went out. One day the power went out. No screens, no noise. People sat outside and talked. They laughed, they shared food. When power returned, some chose not to plug back. Lakini walipika chakula sakari. They kept 1 hour a day just to think. Ndio mnaingia lakini legitimate. Majua sana walisema wanaume wa Kenya si romantic. Ndio maana hapo naonyesha legitimate died. Lakini for ladies night unaweza order some crips. Some crisps. Ni interesting, ni smart, ni fun, ni sweet. Ukiwa tu hapo solo, ukiwa lonely, una munch on them, crunch and munch. Check unaelewa. Like, sit na figure out hizi vitu. Kwa na mtu unaweza kuwa tu na crips, una crunch, una munch. Like story ya mwisho na very good. Hata ina interesting. Hawezi nika story tu boring fulani. Do not say story number 4. Twende story number 4. Tupe like. Give us a like. Story number 4. There was a small factory known for one strange rule. A small factory known for one strange rule. No one rushed. Orders were filled so slowly. Workers spoke calmly. Mistakes were corrected without shouting. Visitors laughed at first. How will you compete? Oh. As years later, competitors burned out. Hey, your stories are boring. You have some boring stories. You have some boring stories. So hii story ni the shift that nobody sees. So hii story inaenda at midnight the city changes its voice. Cars sound further away. Laughter becomes rare. Hey, this story is laughter becomes rare. Even lights feel tired. This is the hour when most people are asleep and few people are working. Ooh. For like 30 minutes in. So to go to our stories, story, some yoga alafu picha. At midnight the city changes its voice, cars sound further away, laughter becomes rare, even lights feel tired. This is the hour when most people are asleep and a few people are working. There is a man who works this shift every night, not because he loves it, but because responsibility does not ask for comfort. He clocks in when others clock out like off for the day. His work is simple, pack, seal, stack. No music, no conversation, just the sound of hands moving and machines breathing. Hey, anymore. People think night workers are lonely, but loneliness is loud. This shift is quiet. In the quiet, the man thinks. He thinks about choices he made earlier in life. Some good, some expensive. Some good, some expensive. At midnight, hey, excuses stop working. There is no one to impress, no one to lie. Only the truth sits with you. The man, the truth sits with you. The man understands something important. Not everyone will see his effort, but effort does not need witnesses. He packs each item carefully, not because somebody is watching, but because somebody standards don't sleep. Years later, when life improves, people ask him, how did you stay disciplined? How did you stay disciplined? His answers come, I trained when nobody cared. He trained peaceful, nobody cared. To pull up your story. So story me, the shift that nobody sees. At midnight, at midnight, the city changes its voice. Cars sound further away, laughter becomes rare, even lights feel tired. This is the hour when most people are asleep and a few people are working. There is a man who works this shift every night, not because he loves it, but because responsibility does not ask for comfort. He clocks in when others clock out of life for the day. He clocks in when others clock out of life for the day. Park, seal, start. Park, seal, start. No music, no conversation. Just the sound of hands moving and machines breathing. People think night workers are lonely, but loneliness is loud. This shift is quiet. In the quiet, the man thinks. He thinks about choices he made early in life, some good, some expensive. Some good, some expensive. At midnight, excuses stop working. There is no one to impress, no one to like. Only the truth hits with you. Hits with you, or sits with you. The man understands something important. Not everybody will see his effort, but effort does not need witnesses. He packs each item carefully, not because someone is watching, but because standards doesn't sleep. Years later, when life improves, people ask him, how did you stay disciplined? His answer calmly, I trained when nobody cared. Uh-huh. I trained when nobody cares. Who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. Who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. So utabaki tu ukiachwa tu ukistia. So utabaki ukiachwa ukistia. Ngoja ngoja watu wainue on their shoulders. Nobody fucking cares. That's a good story. That's a good story. Moral of the story, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Who cares? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody cares. Hey, later naanza lakini kwa boring story. So, in the story number 2, a decision made at 2:13 a.m. Mbona to that? Check. The hardest decisions are never made in meetings. They are made alone. True. They are made alone. Late. But late when the world is quiet. So these are midnight stories. Midnight stories. The easy stuff. The hardest decisions are never made in meetings. They are made alone. Late when the world is quiet. At 2:13 a.m. A man sits at a table, front faces down, lights low. Boom. He has an opportunity. First man, easy access, no payout. Story gani? The kind of offer that changes your life quickly or ruins it slowly. But that is story. Earlier in the day, the offer sounded perfect. Everyone agreed, everyone smiled. But at night, the mind becomes honest. Because so becomes honest. He imagines the future, not the good part, the consequences. So imagine Kenye come to sasa. He imagines explaining himself to people he respects. He He imagines sleeping with an eye open, with one eye open. He imagines stress pretending to be success. He imagines stress pretending to be success. The clock ticks. The clock ticks. At 2:13 a.m. he decides. He turns the phone off. No speech, no drama, just silence. The next day, people call him stupid. They say he missed his chance. Years later, those same people ask how you stayed clean, how he stayed free. He doesn't argue, he doesn't explain, he knows the truth. Strong, well, strong men are not built by bold moves. They are built by quiet refusal. Kamera ukipata chance unaondokea na history. Hizi story si za kupewa kufanya. So hizi si story za kana. So story tuirudie, labda itanibamba, labda history itanibamba. A decision made at 2:13 a.m. The hardest decision, and the hardest decisions are never made in meetings. They are made alone, late when the world is quiet, at 2:13 a.m. Just a man sits at a table, phone face down, lights low. He has an opportunity. Fast money, easy access, no paperwork. The kind of offer that changes your life quickly or ruins it slowly. Early in the day, the offer sounds perfect. Everyone agrees, everyone smiles. But at night, the mind becomes honest. The mind becomes honest. He imagines the future, not the good part, the consequences. He imagines explaining himself to people he respects. He imagines sleeping with one eye open. He imagines stress pretending to be success. The clock ticks. The clock ticks. At 2:13 a.m. he decides. He turns the phone off. No speech, no drama, just silence. The next day, people call him stupid. They say he missed his chance. Years later, the same people ask how he stayed clean, how he stayed free. He doesn't argue, he doesn't explain, he knows the truth. Strong men are built by bold moves, they are built by quiet refusals. But stick with it, tasema hiyo ni motivating story. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It will do it. Yeah. Tutafungua. doesn't add. So story ya mwisho inasema strongmen are not built by bold moves. They are built by quiet refusals. So tuende the next story. Nairobi at midnight. Nini the irony story. Nairobi after midnight is not dangerous. It is honest. And the fun one is street light flickers. Street lights flicker. Dogs get empty roads. Security guards leaving their jackets. This is what the city shows its ghosts. A man walks through the streets after work, not rushing, alert, but calm. He knows which roads forgive mistakes, and which one does. He passes a shop still open. The man inside the still is counting points slowly, not because he is slow, but accuracy matters more at night. A border rider waits silently, no customer, no complaint. Everyone awake at this hour understands something. Survival is not loud. The walking man reaches home. He locks the door gently. Does not wake anyone. So let me go there. He sits alone and thinks about how far he comes. He has come. About how far he still needs to go. Midnight doesn't promise anything, but it teaches patience. In this city, men are shaped at night, not by kings, but by endurance. When morning comes, nobody asks what happened at midnight, but midnight remembers. Really boring story. Really boring story. Boring story.
Ukisikia tuko pia
jaribu. Ndio dakika ama
akijawasha
shika
jamaa hizo si mbaya.
up down. Left, right, 2 or 1. Left, right are 2 or 1.
Manani. Kama
Ada yang tak biar. Jadi orang ada
Nanti gue lagi suruh dari depannya.
Sunaia remote. Check. Wewe sana. Anyway, hiyo ongeza. Alafu ni
opportunity. Well, he made sure there was absolutely no way through. But it's always a delight to watch Bukayo Saka. Brilliant piece of goalkeeping there. tiny challenge. The foot for the head. Brilliant goalkeeping. And over comes the corner. And there's no time for the boot. Splendid defending. Lewandowski. And he put it away. Really fine goalkeeping. Good timing still. Another short corner. Audience will ball. Real chance. Fine pass. Oh, perhaps this time. They break the defense. Oh, the nature of the pass. Oh, brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered.
Yeah, he had to time that well, he did.
A good ball control. And covering tremendous ground here. Oh, you have a go. Oh, what a save. Left over. Wasn't a great header, in all fairness. And the goal kick it is. Intercepted it. Rafinha. Showing good situational awareness. Frankie de Jong. Good thinking defensively. Gyökeres. It's with Erdogan. And defensive play to be applauded.
Oh, they stuck that really well, didn't they? Really well organised off the ball there.
Martinelli. It's with Erdogan. Simple rocks. Space to cross it. Can you deliver? By the keeper. They've seen his possession closer. Simple rocks. And he has options available. But nothing comes of it. Rafinha. This could be the equaliser. And holds on to it confidently. Gabriel Martinelli. Arsenal good pressing from this position. Just straying offside. Rafinha. Fantastic play. Well, if he wants to talk about safe hands under pressure, you've just seen them. And a strong tackle. De Jong. Tenacious challenge. And a poor touch and unable to keep it in play. Throwing to come. Things up. On to Yamal. Oh, read it really well. Yellow in Dakier. And in the end, it is one of those. All lost by Barcelona once more. Decent looking ball. The commitment to defending. Good piece of closing down. Barcelona have been awarded the throwing. Good idea. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And that's going to result in a goal kick. Declan Rice. On to Elythechef. There was impending danger, but good defending. So half time, well, that's advantage Arsenal after the first 45 minutes, but still a long way from being decided here. Let's go through the game. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Now maybe room here for the counter-attack. A chance to whip it in.
Su con la bola.
See if Barca can use the set piece wisely. A disappointing effort, letting the keeper's life a bit too easy. That will be a Barcelona ball. Lewandowski. Well, that's a clever ball. Possession one. Attacking play. The bringing position goes by Barcelona. Well, the threat to be there. Can he put it away?
Guys, wow.
Who's going to get on the end of this?
Right, you okay?
Barcelona have possession again. This went slightly awry for them there.
They're really well coached side, not yet. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Well, he shows great reflexes and agility to keep down. It's not much.
Well, to be blunt, misfiring with the header. Well, misdirected. Confident clearance. There was an attacker promise, but he couldn't take advantage of the situation. Could be a chance An encouraging Arsenal move. Well, it came to nothing at the end. Arsenal maintaining possession, advantage. An effective ball win. Now, who can he play it to? The hand has gone up here. Offside it is. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. And the chance slips away. Now can they hit them on the counter? Oh, big chance!
Get it back. Please tell us that. Always in control.
Plenty of support team. They dealt with the French boat. Victor Gilchrist. A good tackle. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. That will be a faster throw. Teammates to play it to. Oh, it's on! And a goal! Good to be able to report very agreeable weather for the fans here at the Emirates Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me today on the commentary gallery is Sue Smith. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Arsenal versus Barcelona.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this one today. It's interesting to see how both teams line up. But what an atmosphere we have here. I absolutely can't wait.
Space here for Barcelona. Oh, surely!
Fucking John.
Failure to keep the ball by Barca. Rudiger. Letting over. And it goes down as a missed opportunity from there. Well, bit too effective.
Daktari. Watu naijua na PS. Lazima nimekuambia daktari. Daktari. Lakini
kabisa.
nilikuwa nikupa points kidogo. Kuna mabangi mingi hapa ndani ya kara, wametoka wateja.
Kama. Hajakuja.
Nitafuta tire. Ndio maana nimepitia.
Lazima.
Ndio nimesema. Hata ukimpigia wewe sasa tukwambia kwa nini. Ukikuja na kumbana na yako. Mbaki na ndio mfuka. Lazima nikubai hata soda. Unabai hata mimi soda. Hapo ndo nakuwa hanga.
Hivyo tu nilichukua.
Lakini Kara ndo nakuambia. Unanikosea.
Umeelekea ameshika simu.
Bei zao zote. Wanatuambia dakika zote. Nimekaa hapo dakika sijui ngapi limetoka. Ndio hizi nyingine ifunganishe. Hakika mwambie mtaji anajua niko Mungu kwa nyumba. Si hata unajua. Kwa au. Mimi mtaji hapo ni mwalimu. Mama ndiye amedarikina resort. Ndio. Hapo hii chuma. Oya. Ndio hii chuma. Hii chuma ni kwa ngadei. Hii chuma na kutoa. Si grill yote. Hiyo chini.
Hapo tu chini.
Na hiyo ni kama mtego. Sasa leo ya kile kudungulia na kando hivi basi. Si lazima ina kuna hapa. Watu mimi inakwenda aienda kwa daily. Daily ngikuja kwa notice yo kitu kitu.
Well, they were so lucky not to score there. Gave them inches there. It doesn't seem to be going their way back now.
Really committed himself to the tackle and a throw in there. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitch side man, Jeff Reeves.
Really, pushing on his shoulder there. This is some discomfort. This is tough cooking. I think we stay up there.
Cheers, Jeff. Quick break could be on. It looks highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Lewandowski. Here's Rafinha. Can they grab it? But then the one that fails to hit its target. Rafinha. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Again, it breaks down for them.
Yeah, it's just scrappy, isn't it? It's not on the same wavelength, are they?
Still repeating defending. Promising ball. Good ball over the top. There. Well, they could break at pace. Well, a disappointing end to that break. With the determination of the challenge. A throw in here. De Jong. Lewandowski. That's all the given away. That's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Could reduce the deficit. Genuine chance. Very much.
kwa vijiji. Ndio kwa ndo mambo vijiji. Anauliza. Kwa gani unatumia ngakula? Haina slot ya inakuwa ni flat. Alafu kuna kwenye pale mbele kuna kitu na connect na iko na tushimu, hiyo ni kama tushimu. Hivi na kwa slot. Sasa kabisa. Vitu vyangu tu ni kama tu.
Hiyo ya kom. Kaya kom.
Kama ya
Kaya ya kom, si ndio?
ina meza. Iko pia nini yake? Zina kama chini.
Haina?
Hata hii ina vijiji kwa.
Haina
In all fairness, the goal kick it is.
lakini DMS na kuanga mingi.
Na kuna ile flat HDMI. Kuna ile
So kwa unataka connect nini na kitu?
Teammates around him.
unajua ile flat inakuwa flat hivi. Nakuga
Ndio niko na hiyo port.
kama niko na port. Ile kama pale mbele na pale ndani na kuna flat inaingia inakuwa HDMI mbele.
Labda inahitaji ma connect.
Uko na connect?
Sina hizo mimi nahitaji tu HDMI tu.
Ndio niko na HDMI lakini nimeangalia na ya hizi. Si kama yote si kompyuta yenyewe niko nayo.
Kwa hiyo basi tu labda isake tu.
Asante. Sawa, shukrani.
Nasema John Waru. Singapore najua kutengeneza huko utengeneze pia.
Seemed to be offside by the merest of margins.
It was. That's so unlucky. A really tight ball, great movement, so really frustrating. Was the right decision.
Well, it's up and up. The danger is averted.
And he's done well there. Sometimes you just got to get bit.
Eucharist could be dangerous. Lewandowski. Arsenal now. Now opening things up. And defensive play to be applauded. It's a sector of the pitch devoid of defenders. It's certainly not alone. But nothing comes of it. Can they set up a chance? Can he get one back? Well, I thought that was going to be his second goal of the game.
They're certainly active out there. Showing up response quite often now.
As the counter-attack looks on. And the ball is moving again. Barcelona really cantering to victory now. Not the best challenge. Real chance. And good was that. Lewandowski. Now, the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. It falls on the referee to decide. And the keeper is there to cover up. That's a good pass. And the placing. Spreading it. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Not going to give any breathing room. With a peculiar consolation of the stage of the proceedings, they haven't been at their best. Arsenal have given it away. Chance here.
Wow.
De Jong. On to Yamal. Opportunity. Here we go.
Hiyo maji hapo. Sabuni imeisha. Imeisha. Hiyo ya sabuni.
Jamani kwa coach.
Meka ngapi mbili ama tatu? Sana.
What did you make of the performance?
Well, that was an impact result, wasn't it? They looked so confident in attack. Every time they went forward, they thought they were going to score. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that.
Well, Henry was so influential, so we can't really praise his performance today.
Yeah, well, the kids are back on the right side of them. They're long and strong, always looking to play on the shoulder. Took his goal right too. Clearly the difference maker today.
Bedoma. Bedoma ya mesi.
Manuma packaging kwa hiyo.
Packaging wake.
Itawe yako.
Eh?
Itawe.
Nyama boy.
Unataka nini hata? Boy.
Weka. Weka ijicheze.
Ojicheze.
A high-tension occasion. Two teams ready to go at it. And the interest levels are off the chart. This game should offer plenty. Arsenal get it going. A survey starting 11 for Arsenal. William Saliba starts alongside Gabriel in central defence. Bukayo Saka plays with Leandro Trossard out wide.
Hapo tunafaa tunaweka live bet.
Niko legendary.
In attack.
Nasema tunafaa tunaweka live betting hapo watu wanakuja.
Watu hapo mneti.
Si hivyo sasa tunachagua gani inashinda. Tunaekelea pesa. Ila tu tunacheza. Saka hapo utasema gani inashinda.
Hii game ni ngumu.
Ekelea pesa.
Ndio wakati chini nione.
Mimi naekelea Barcelona 50.
Barcelona.
Well, what an exciting game we have in store today. The anticipation has been building up, and we're just moments away from kickoff. A warm welcome to you from the Emirates Stadium. Going over it with you for commentary. Delighted to be joined by Sue Smith. And hopefully we've got some goals and drama on the way. It's Arsenal, and they take on Barcelona.
Start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and there we go.
Lakini Arsenal ndio good. Iko online.
Eh.
Ai, Arsenal ndio iko.
This is how Arsenal line
Lakini
up.
bado.
Rice plays alongside Martin Odegaard in centre midfield, and they'll play with a lone striker up front. Oh, he's missed it. Big chance to open the scoring.
Oh, he'll be disappointed with that. Maybe just came to him a little bit early.
Walikuwa naambia YouTube mastori hapa, acha niwaeleze story. So tukimalizia tukipata crips, story za mwisho.
Which plays alongside
In the year
Frankie de Jong in
1962,
central
most
midfield. They
conversation
go
was
with a
short,
single striker leading the line.
efficient, optimized. People spoke to systems, not to each other, but historians
This is a
discovered
promising looking attack from Barcelona.
something cool
Zahir.
in that archive.
Defending.
Yeah, it was a really good tackle there. He looked like
A series of long and edited blind streaks. No feedback, no cuts, just a person working with the hands and thought.
Defending.
The archive is illusion from a field to fulfill.
Space to whip it in here. This would get
A fact
interesting.
is such a difficult to
Open it down
understand.
well.
When someone talks fluency, when doing manual work,
Oh, could be a
when
chance
not the
here.
gym, when no rush, then they notice the difference.
Ferran Torres.
one session happened last night. This was when humans used to think.
Tumeshikwa draw. Hata nyinyi si mlishikwa draw.
One recording
hata nyinyi si mlifanya tu hivyo. Kusema tuwekele kichwa manio unashikanisha kutoka beka unapata Benson ukikele Chelsea kichwa inakushika draw mano kichwa inakushika draw chapo
Well, they managed to snuff that out quickly, didn't they?
Not only talented, but he's grown into a leader as well. What can we expect to see from him in this one?
Yeah, he pulls the strings with him. He'll dictate the tempo. A very unselfish player. Just key to the way they play. I can't wait to watch him again.
Alienda na wewe una saa beti inazima haraka. Nipigie.
Arsenal moving the ball well, real confidence. There they go. It's a penalty, and they could give themselves the advantage here.
Arsenali imepewa. Arsenali ndio ilikuwa ishinda. Auzi. Ameuza. Nimejua alikuwa auzi. Post. Lakini basi lakakushindwa.
Pedri. Possession, but will the goals give them the lead come at the end of it? Leon. Barcelona trying to get things moving. Well read, just as it was looking promising.
Yeah, he got himself in a great position there.
Right. Mendy. Saliba. Odegaard. William Timber. Rice. Oh, they've lost it. The attack is over. Rafinha. Ever close to the goal here. Options available in the middle. Now, what can they do from here? That is
Jimmy Mendy. Patient Silver looking to pass her down. That went through. Possession lost. Ricky de Jong. Ferran Torres.
Come on.
Kuge. De Jong. Garcia. Pedro. Rafinha. Torres. That might be it.
Ai! Não vai ligar.
Basa.
That's finished with real confidence.
Real Basa.
And I can see here again, this is real composure. When everything's happening so quickly around her, and just keeps her cool head and keeps the one that she wrote through that.
Off we go at 1-0. Saka. Jimmy Mendy. That brings to a close the first half at the Emirates. Well, he's certainly been influential in the first 45 minutes. What have you made of his performance, Sue?
Yeah, and I'm sure the manager will be delighted with him. He'll have drilled that into them, you know, keep focused and keep playing through to the whistle. And it's certainly put them in a good position to go on and win this now.
What I see.
First kick,
Everybody.
it's over yet. Ricky de Jong.
Akan kanino na tag.
Rafinha. Setting up the
Right.
They didn't think there to coming out. William Timber. Jimmy Mendy. Timber. Nice and easy this, just staying patient. Filled it, nicely gathered. Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Now De Jong. Rafinha. That's set up the chance. He's in now. Declan Rice. Now Saka. Saka for pass. Chance now for a quick transition. Could get it over now. They're good so far, but no end result.
Oh, it's brilliant positioning. Just as how the attack squad has started.
Martin Odegaard. Technique to get active now. That's good defending. Well won. That's a foul and a free kick. Garcia. On to Pedro. Ferran Torres.
That's just shows great reflexes and agility to keep that out. Top class save.
Arsenali inashinda.
Barcelona substitution. It's put into the middle. Not what the idea deserved. He scored them in training. Gabriel. Here's William Saliba. Elythechef. What was he looking for? They're just looking now for that final pass through.
Na tukipelekea watu kupata mtoto sija kuchonga hapa.
Into Elythechef.
Na waunga.
Martin Odegaard.
Unga.
Yeah.
Tutatengeneza.
At the end of that, the keeper's ball.
Kama mlaza.
Beyond now.
Umemaliza. Hata naomba rafiki wako.
Ine.
Mambo ameenda tu na
Behind, but this is looking promising.
Yeah, they could get back into this, you know.
It's a really nice ball. And the attack breaks down. Leon. Now Lewandowski. Back to Leon. This is an excellent looking Barcelona transition. And into the box. And he gets it clear. This could get interesting. Lewandowski. Moving this around so well. They're on top and they're in control.
Barcelona ishi. Napigiza mapasi.
What can they do here?
Anashinda.
He's failed to hit the target.
Oh, that's a big chance missed out. This game very much still in the balance.
Well, he's been key today, but the manager now making a change. Martin Odegaard. On to Rice. And 10 minutes of play remain. Martin Odegaard. Still coming at them, hunting the goal they need. Still going here. Good passing, not looking to force it just yet.
Yeah, looking really sharp, aren't they?
Promising looking attack building here for Arsenal. No free kick, not yet. Advantage play. Lewandowski. Well, if they kick the ball like this, they win the game. William Saliba. Right. Elythechef Irl. On to Rice. Play goes for a throw-in. Substitution.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere. The fans certainly still believe that they can get something from the game. And they want just one last push. There is still time.
Lewandowski. Taking advantage there to win the ball.
Well, the fans are certainly doing their bit. Really pushing the team on. Just need to be critical now.
That's it, full time. And it's Barcelona who take the win. Your overall impression?
Yeah, both teams give absolutely everything. There was a real intensity to the game, but I think the moments of quality just give them the edge and they deserve the results.
Well, for some games, there's just a feel of ecstatic. Welcome to the world famous and historic Parc des Princes. I'm Guy Mowbray, joined for commentary by Stuart Robson, and hopefully we've got some goals and drama on the way. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Barcelona.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really have a good balance of tactics and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Here's now PSG lineup. Nuno Mendes starts with Ashraf Hakimi as fullbacks. Vitinha plays alongside Fabian in the middle of the park, and playing with just one up front. Developing here. They were getting interested now, but not anymore. This is the cross. Lyon plays alongside Pedri in central midfield, and they go with just one in attack.
Sasa shoot hata kumalizia. Rada tu.